Start recording. Alright. See if this works. Got the Anderson plug hooked up to El Trucco right here to power the Texas Pride, or keep power to the Texas Pride roll-off dumpster. Winch and dump system. Hooking up the brakes and the blinkers and stuff. It works on a PullRite Super-glide system, and a little difficult to drive from time to time, I guess, just because you have about this much play when it turns. So they're pretty regimented also about using WD-40 on the rails. So I just hit them with some WD-40, make sure there's nothing on them, really lightly lube it, and it's looking good. Oh, got a bunch of crap back here that I use. Close up the tailgate, hooked up the emergency breakaway cable. Now I gotta lift my truck. Oh, you know, I don't gotta do that yet. Gotta do this first. Raise the feet. I'm using the Rode Wireless Go, I think it's what it's called. Testing it out to see if it actually works. And hopefully it does, because this is my first time doing it. Gotta get this key over here that I use. Lock up all my boxes so no one screws around with anything. And then inside here, I actually have a... Nah, I don't need that one. Backup cameras, so I can see what's going on. I'll show a video of that in a second. I don't have anything in the tarp, so... or anything in the can. So I'll open up the tarp. It's pretty cool. Automated tarp system. It's a US tarp. There you go. This thing goes up and down too if you need it. And we're going to a little job. Nothing crazy. One thing I forgot to do is what I do is put on my flashers, do a little walk around to make sure that I'm not forgetting something like these blocks. Oh, gotta kick the blocks out. Use one for the back, use one for the front. Throw them back there for later. Blinkers and lights work. Yes, they do. Cameras on in the back. And we're ready to go.
We're all set. Drive safely.
Yep, you know we're all set. I will drive safely. Thank you very much. This little hauling job's not too far away. It should take me all but 12 minutes to get there.
Make a U-turn.
One thing that I forgot to do is turn on
900 feet. Turn left on Bob Wire Road.
My alternate trailer height button, my tow haul button, and my exhaust brake button. So there's that exhaust brake button, tow haul button, and then I gotta come to a stop for the alternate trailer. So I'll stop, hit the button, and it should either lower or raise the truck, and it looks like it's lowering it. Alright, that's the nice thing about the airbag system. And one more other thing that I think that I may have. Oh, you know, no, I put it in the truck. Looking for the other 360 stick that I have, and I've attached a pretty strong magnet supposed to withstand about 150 pounds of pull. It's pretty strong, but once you get a good angle on it, it'll actually kind of come off. Alright, looks like we're clear.
Continue straight for 8 minutes. In half a mile, turn left on Breezeway.
So we're coming up to like an apartment complex, and sometimes they're a little weird because they can be a little tight, and getting in and out can kind of be a pain in the butt, especially with something so long like this trailer. So if you notice, when I turn, the trailer actually pivots backwards, making the trailer a little bit longer. You may not see it.
Turn left on Ryder Gray Drive.
You may not see it here in the longer turns, but a lot of the tighter turns, it will pull back. I'm not that much of a fan of this system. I end up having, I got it because we have a fifth wheel, and the cab overhangs over my bed, so it pulls itself back so that I don't jackknife into my cab. Smart idea. I was trying to see if, see, there it went, there it slid. I mean, my guess is the reason why it's like that is because it doesn't have the weight of the fifth wheel hanging
left on Ryder Gray Drive
over the bed, and it's just kind of the weight in the back. So, but I mean, that's kind of what I got to work with right now. So that was the wrong house, but it was a little short of my destination. Yeah, I just kind of assumed that it was the garage door that was open with all the stuff out in front of it, but I guess not. So customer said that they were 10 minutes away also, so maybe I'm just here a little early. Maybe I'll position the camera in a different area. So I got this super strong magnet, and it's pretty strong. It's just that when you pivot it this way, it comes off easy, but point straight up, it's pretty darn hard to do. And I'm using this X-Mount 360 to hook up the microphone system to. You'll see it here in a second. Ta-da. Pretty cool. It disappears once it gets to the side. These Insta 360s or these Insta 360s are pretty darn cool. Been using them pretty recently and pretty impressive. This is kind of the rig that I've been using here. I think I'm gonna put a battery pack here or here, just so that I can continue to film as I'm driving. Maybe I'll just throw this here, kind of see how it goes. But this is a 17-yard dumpster, there's these tire shreds that I've been seeing from time to time in the middle of the road, and a lot of people have been ignoring them or having to drive around it, and seen them a few times and no one picked them up, so I turned around and said screw it, I'm gonna do it myself. I was tired of avoiding them, so I just threw them here. You know what I'll do? I'll show you the video system camera that I have while we wait. Pull you off. I powered the camera system to the batteries here. Right up in there. Ran the wires. Came underneath. Wrapped around here. Came up this way. I use these cool little magnets to help me with my cabling system. Camera here. Also a camera down there. Just for safety measures, so I know where I'm going or know what's behind me. And then inside the truck, I have it wired here. I can flip it from the bottom and have a split screen, which I'm not a fan of, but I usually keep it up top. So that's how that works. So I'll stick it on the top here, just for now. And we'll get going and we'll get to work once they get here. Now I just gotta figure out a place to turn around. So what I'll do is when I get back to the yard, I will most likely push everything away, push it on through, just to make some more room, make it a little bit more cleaner and neat. Hopefully we get another job tomorrow or Monday for sure that I can add on to this and just kind of keep it rolling. So this is pretty much what I have today. Something quick and easy. It took me all about 10 minutes. So I think there's, yeah, I looked on Google Maps. I try to scope out everything before I arrive. And I saw a little turnout here. So, all right, so this is a good spot to show you guys what this system does, that PullRite system. So I'll swing this a little wide, cut it in tight, and then you should see this thing start sliding. There you go, now it's sliding back. So back up here a little bit. All right, I took that a little too wide. And what I'll do is I'll turn into it, straighten it back out, and now back up. And crank it this way. So I have that backup camera, so I could see exactly what's going on behind me, which is a rad. Weird thing about this backup camera system is I was searching all up and down, of course, Amazon, and there's hundreds of backup cameras systems, and this one, it's wireless, which is great. It's low power voltage, so which is awesome. I don't trust myself with plugging in a computer in outlets, but found something like this, and it looks simple and easy enough for me so I could do it. So after looking at all the rest of them and all the different reviews, I pulled the trigger on this one. It's off the top of my head, if it's I think it's DOHONEST, or yeah, I think DOHONEST, I think is what the system's called. So I received the system, obviously didn't look at the manual and started getting to it, and got a little fuse and kind of tapped everything in and got it all set up, kind of what I showed you from in the beginning. And then I took a look at the manual. And, oh no, it's called Be Honest. Yes, Be Honest. And looking at the manual, I was kind of flipping through it, and there's a photo that stuck out to me. And I was like, oh, that's a cool picture. Wait a minute. That's my picture. That's my truck. That's my trailer. What in the world? So I was going around showing everyone, showing my wife, and I was kind of floored that my truck and our trailer is on their brochure or instruction manual. And I couldn't put it together. The only place that I think they grabbed the photo from was Reddit. So I posted a picture in the RV forums because everyone was showing off their setup. So I posted mine when we first got it, and that's the only place I uploaded the photo to. So I was trying to get a hold of the company and ask the company what's the deal with this, because I mean, it would be one thing if they asked me, hey, can I use your photo? I probably would have just said yes, or hey, kick me a free camera system or reimburse me for this one and we'll call it an even trade. But I reached out to the company and they said they would get back to me. They never got back to me. Reached out to Amazon and they said they get a hold of the company. Never got a hold of the company. So, I mean, I really don't know what I would do. I mean, I kind of just want more of an explanation. Maybe a free system. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're avoiding me or the company's so big that it's just whatever. But, yeah, it's pretty bizarre. So I'm not exactly sure why my picture, but so if you're uploading photos, just beware that this might be happening. But it was pretty confusing. I was pretty baffled at that. Out of all the pictures on Reddit and out of all the pamphlets and camera systems that are out there, I picked the one that has my photo in it. So yeah, there's that story. Anyways, I'm going to be heading back to the little yard that I got and tidy up the back of the dumpster and call it a day.